just to be involved more into pricing, partnerships, networking, and dealing with the clients more. I mean, like even offering them solutions. Customers excellence, actually, again, it's all about being, like, let's say, emotional intelligence is so important. So being able to understand what clients, like the pain points for your client and what he needs. Master three things: compliance, reliability, and efficiency. So these three things, it's supposed to be in your system. Sometimes, like, let's say we are dealing with oil and gas customers, and the item that they need, it's supposed to be on time, or else they might be paying penalties of millions. I mean, like, you will not come up with the solution unless if you know very well the operations and how you can do it, and how you can do it without compromising as well the cost system of the company, the culture of the company, and as well empowering the team always to be able to speak up and show you the risk.
One commercial strategy that always works.
Patience was key for me, because
Listening,
patience was key.
patience. Book, podcast, or a mentor that has shaped your leadership journey. If you have to pick a movie which represents supply chain, what that would be?
No.
Animation, movie, whatever. Think about it.
Supply chain.
Yeah, which represents supply chain.
This video is brought to you by us, SCMDOJO. We provide awesome courses, guides, best practices for supply chain community.
Hi folks, welcome to one more episode of the Supply Chain Show. As you know, we bring a lot of fantastic supply chain professionals. Today I've got a special guest, and Dina Awad. How are you?
I'm
Pleasure
fine.
to see you. So Dina is basically got MBA in supply chain, but she also has been a commercial leader, right? And Dina has been in the region about 15 years, I know,
Yes.
right? And before that, what you been doing?
I was in Jordan. The same thing. I was like in a logistics company for another 2 years.
Yeah.
So a total of 17 years in the industry.
In the industry,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so you have this fantastic opportunity of working in the supply chain operations and also a commercial leader, which I think most of the supply chain functions is like back office, big flagship planning, procurement, and they don't go on the front end. And you have done this, and I think that makes a powerful combination, right?
Exactly.
So, what's your thoughts on this?
Okay. First of all, thank you, Mudassar, for your invitation, and it's a pleasure to be here with you.
Pleasure.
So logistics is all about trust, and usually you have to be confident to translate the operational insights into something like onto a commercial proposal that in reality it can be delivered to the client. So usually both of them, I think if you master both of them, this will be a plus, because you will understand, once you are sitting with a customer, you will understand exactly his needs, requirements, and you can anticipate and tell him what needs to be done,
Yeah.
and offer the solutions before even he's voicing them or telling you what he needs. So it's mostly about the trust and being able to deliver what's needed for the client.
That's great. So, in your career, you started in operations. So, what was your turning point which makes you move towards the commercial role?
It was market expansion. At that time, I was like, let's say, I was needed just to be involved more into pricing, partnerships, networking, and dealing with the clients more. I mean, like even offering them solutions. In this side, I found like myself going towards commercial more. Even like, let's say, I found myself, because I'm a bit social and I have a good emotional intelligence. So I found like I'm building a trust with the customers so fast, and even with my partners, or like in the network in general. So this turned me to the like, let's say, going to the commercial with the background of operations that I have, and also my degree in supply chain management. All of this combination, I think, made me more confident about the solutions and my relationship with my clients and partners.
That's great. I want to talk about commercial excellence from the context of supply chain, right? So you have done both. What do you think?
Customers excellence, actually, again, it's all about being, like, let's say, emotional intelligence is so important. So being able to understand what clients, like the pain points for your client and what he needs, and then you will be able like to deal with him with empathy as well, just putting yourself in his shoes, how how the situation he is into. So just to understand like what he needs and to make sure that you are confident in the solutions that you are providing them with, and as well just to make sure that all the time and this is one of my clients told me that usually like when if they are in situations that they are struggling with their shipments and with their projects, but they like that. So whoever will be always available and be able just to be there for them to solve the issues.
So okay, that's you said be there to solve the issues. You mentioned the importance of emotional intelligence,
Yeah.
which I think as a supply chain people we are very much doers, right? We love to do stuff, get on blah.
And master three things: compliance, reliability, and efficiency. So these three things, it's supposed to be you in your system, so you make sure and also empower your team just to be able to deliver all of this.
Yeah, but I think it's great you mentioned compliance, but if you just follow most of the compliance topic, it makes things a bit slower. Then
Okay.
it stops in the execution. I mean, would you agree or disagree?
I disagree actually. If your team is empowered to raise the risks from the beginning, I think you will be able just to if you empower them always to speak up and just tell you what you have to like if they see any risk to avoid it from the beginning, I think you will be able just to master that.
Good. So, do you have any story you can share with us where your commercial, let's call it, expertise was able to make really finite difference in supply chain performance? I mean, people like stories, right? So, why not share it?
Story about
Like commercial expertise helped in the supply chain performance.
Okay, so it's a lot of stories. It's actually the daily transactions that we have. It's a lot of stories, but
Yeah.
sometimes, like let's say we are dealing with oil and gas customers, and the item that they need, it's supposed to be on time, or else they might be paying penalties of millions. So it was that time that we came up with solutions that out of the box, and we solved the issue, and we made sure that um, I mean we didn't compromise anything. We made sure that the client is satisfied. He had his stuff, but this is need to be experienced. I mean, like you will not come up with the solution unless if you know very well the operations and how you can do it and how you can do it without compromising as well the cost.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but that leads to my next question. So, in my experience working for industry, I worked for Eaton 12 years and Bridgestone. To manage between the efficiency, the cost, and compliance, all three of them at the same time, is very complex.
Yes.
Right? It's hard as well.
Yes.
So, what's your advice for the leaders from your experience how to manage all three of them?
It's as I mentioned before that it's supposed to be your systems first of all,
Yeah.
the system of the company, the culture of the company, and as well empowering the team always to be able to speak up and show you the risk, because sometimes if you like the way that you are dealing with your team, how you are empowering them just to always keep you in the loop rather than just hiding the stuff. In this way, you will just, it's all about the trust between you, your team, and also as well your client.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think this empowering the team is a great part, and you have been the leader of the team. I think today I've seen your post with your colleagues about,
Yeah.
talking about women in leadership. I think this
Yes.
was the post, right? So, and there's a lot of term being used recently called high performing team.
Yes.
Right. So, what's your top three advice, or maybe the challenges you have seen in building high performance teams?
So usually, like whenever I'm interviewing, I hire for attitude.
Oh,
Okay. Then I train for resilience.
skills.
Yes. And then I train them how to, it's easy just once you are interviewing someone, if you see the attitude, you see that they are capable and they can learn and they are dedicated, then anything else you can just, especially in our industry, you can let them know it how to be done and so on. And other than that as well, the trust. Like from the beginning, once I'm dealing with my team, I'm asking them to have a mutual trust so we can just work together, because I think that this is what will lead us to the results that we are looking for.
But building trust takes time. It's you just okay. I understand you hire for the knowledge, for attitude, and you can always train the skills. Great.
Yeah.
But building trust takes time. So, what's your advice to build that trust, mutual trust? Like
It's
very
always being a human. You have to understand that people that they are working with you, they are a human, and they will come with their emotions. So usually, whoever comes to me, and as a leader, I faced people like a girl coming to my office. She's crying because she went all day for sales visits, and this is happening. And you have to be a human to understand them. Um, in this way, they will not be like the most important thing is not to let them be afraid to share with you, how they feel. Letting them speak up, this will let them always feel confident, and this will build the trust.
Okay.
And usually, once I told you, like attitude, these things you can catch it as well from the beginning.
Yeah, you can. But while you're in the region, you'll be leading teams. And I think one of the challenge in the region is keeping the top talent, especially the good ones, right?
Yeah.
Because I always say when you're managing people, the people who are just good in the job, come into a job, go work, they're not a problem because they are stable. The challenge of the managing people is the high performing people, right? Because they want ambitious, they want to do great job, they want to learn fast, and they want to make more money. That means if you're not giving them a lot of money in the region, they're gonna go to your competition. So, what's your advice for keeping the top talent?
Usually they have to, I acknowledge, for example, like for me, appreciation, I reward them. And also I mention to them at any opportunity, I will just let them know that I'm glad that they are doing so. And usually I'm taking them, let's say, like once they start with me, I do it with them so they can see it's not only theory. So usually I'm involved with them in the daily transactions just to make sure that also that I have done my part. And then once I see them like they are catching up and then they are making results, I appreciate that. And I mention it in front, like thank you letters. It's not only because some people they think it's only
Thank
the
you
money.
goes a long way. Thank you goes a long way. Being appreciated goes a long way.
Like I saw a lot of people, they were happy only to thank them or to mention in front of the team that they are good, or or recognition with like sometimes there are awards with like the companies I have been working for, and usually always like I will be suggesting the name of my team member just to let him know that we acknowledge what you're doing.
Okay, so let's take a scenario. I'm a high performing person. I come to you. Hey, Dina, ma'am, how are you? I've got a job offer of somewhere else more than 10,000 dirhams. How are you going to convince me to stay?
So you will be surprised that I'm discussing as if we're friends. Usually I don't discuss it as a leader. So I will ask him about where he's going and what's his vision, what's his career path, and like what he thinks, what's his plan is. And then I will start, because if I don't get or I cannot give him what he's looking for, then I will let him go for his career path. So again, being a human is very important. So usually I will speak to him, like I will understand what's his career path, like what's his vision, like what he's looking for in the future, what he wants to do. So it's not only about money, because sometimes you will find someone he wants to move. For example, I had this, like he wants to move from sales to operations, but we don't have vacancy in that. So okay, so this is his like career path, and he has to decide. But if there is something to be done from my side, I will fight to the end. I will fight to the last minute.
That's sometimes because grass is not a greener on the other side, and there is a stats, and it's so people don't leave jobs; they leave managers.
Yes.
But if you know
100%.
you're being appreciated by your manager, you just paid good enough, you can survive. You wanted to stay. And it happened a lot recently that people work for good leaders, and the leader goes, they keep the people, they're loyal people with them. That's pretty common in the industry as well.
Sure.
Now, so I just want to keep the people topic, and then we move to leadership in women. Right? So if you have to give advice to any young professional to join the logistics supply chain industry, what do you say? Why somebody should join? That's your pitch. 60 seconds. Sell it. Yeah.
I should join.
He or she? Come on, we have to be
He or she
Yeah.
or
their
them.
place.
Okay.
Yeah.
They should join because so see for me logistics it's or supply chain, let's say, it's not only moving cargo or like moving products from one place to another.
Right.
It's a very wider let's say it's a very wider um, concept. So people like it's not only develop your skills, your personality. For me, I changed like these 17 years. It changed me a lot.
How? So what he was before, what you are now?
I mean, like you will become stronger, more confident. You will be so resilient to the limit that you will find people like small things will let them feel sad, or but you will find yourself stronger. Like I said, you get to make you tough, and also I think the intelligence, like it will make you always like thinking in a way that you will be like without someone asking you, you will start giving solutions. You will find yourself even in the personal level, you are giving solutions. But anyway, I think it's not like if they want or they have the interest in this industry, I really encourage all of them because it's a place that every day they will learn something new.
Yeah.
And they have to always like be prepared for data frequency. They have just to be the negotiation psychology, they have to understand it, and the scenario planning just to make sure that they know how to deal with all the stakeholders in this industry.
So in our channel or in general, I try to really promote supply chain as a very good career choice for females, for women. In fact, I was just interviewing before Arena, and then she's a fantastic, she's a chief supply chain officer, and she agrees with me as well that supply chain is a great career for women, right? But you have been in a leadership position as well, right? And you have actually breaking the glass ceiling. You went fast. So you're a great example, right? So if you have to maybe give example for any future leader, or for example, any woman who wants to join supply chain, I really wanted to tell them, and be fair, explain the benefits and the challenges you have faced and how to overcome. So that's my part A of the question, right? And there's a part B, which I think I'll after later. Sorry. Answer this.
Let me answer this one. It's interesting for me because a lot of people, they are asking me this question, by the way. It's like in conferences, people like even customers, sometimes they are asking me. So to be honest, like it's not easy, and I will not be now sugar coated that you will be happy, and it's different from one culture to another.
Oh, culture as well. Okay.
Yeah. Like country to another. So I came from a background in Jordan. It's balanced. So I can tell you that most of my clients until today from Jordan, like in vehicle industry and spare parts, all of them are women handling the supply chain. Yeah, like supply chain manager will be a woman. So so this is my background, and this is what gave me confidence at the beginning. Then once I moved to the GCC, what I found that it encouraged me more. Let's say, like while dealing with the authorities, with the Emiratis people, they have a lot of respect to women, and always they will deal with her like she's special. They respect her. Like this is the second thing that encouraged me. But one of the things that it was challenging, let's say, the environment of the company sometimes, like, or let's say like women always they will face some issues of let's say that she has to justify herself if she's in a room, like the only woman in the room.
So it's challenging. So that, I think that's, for me, is probably a good time to ask my second question at the same time. You can continue as well with your thoughts. So what should organizations should do that women leadership is a norm, not an exception? Because you're saying it's challenging to be...
It should be a quota.
This should not be a quota. No, because if there's a quota, that means it's an exception, right?
No.
See, it has to be just plain.
I heard sometimes like people, like while we are discussing, let's say in places, like I don't want to hire a woman.
Really?
Yes.
In UAE? In UAE?
No, it was not in UAE. No, I'm not gonna say like I'm not like it was like one time. It's not my company, but I mean like I mean this is a personal opinion.
A personal opinion.
a personal opinion. It was not that's why I think there should be measures or regulations in the company itself that both of them, they are the same. So you don't have just to you cannot keep it for the manager himself, like to just put his personal interest,
Yeah.
or just to like even dealing with her just to again keep his personal interest. So I think this is from one company to another. It's about the regulations and what
That's
policy
fine.
they have.
So if you have to, the same people who said, I don't want to hire women, if you have to give advice to that person, what would be your advice?
So I started hiring women, and you will be, and this is not only me, even like back home in Jordan.
Yeah.
Always women will be efficient and dedicated. They don't
that's
take
what I-
they take it serious.
Very seriously.
Some men, like they will be manipulating, like you know, I'm going there. I'm just like, but yeah,
Look busy, do nothing.
yeah, exactly. But I have never faced it with a woman, to be honest. Like, always they care about how you see them, if they are doing well, they like to be efficient. And this is, again, it's, I think, because always they have to do double efforts just to show that we are equal. Sometimes.
Yeah, but they know they're in the position of advantage.
Yeah.
We can debate that, but I worked in the industry. I have colleagues. They know women, they are in the position of advantage,
Yeah.
right? Because they have been preferred in certain situation, commercial or operational.
Yeah.
Right? They do take advantage of that.
But one of the things that also
Well,
it
this is
has a-
fair. If you
Yeah.
can take advantage, you should. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but one of the thing also that like turned me off, like I heard it in the market again, like someone, it's personal opinion, like yeah, okay, I will just hire her in the sales or commercial because she's eye candy. Okay, so this is
No
like,
comments.
yeah, exactly. So this mentality, I think, what we have to change, like if a woman, it's not like yeah, without understanding her background, then should be in commercial. She should be in sales because she's a. I mean, the mentality on and how we are dealing with this.
Yeah.
It should be changed not only for the policies of the companies,
Yeah.
but also the people. And they have just to consider that she might be your daughter, your sister, your mother. Let's encourage her to be in this industry and let her feel safe working.
That's great.
Yeah.
So perfect. I think we are already stretching time, so I want to move to my quick fire questions. So I'm gonna short the quick fire. You have to answer short. That's the whole
Okay.
game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do very quickly one answers.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. One commercial strategy that always works.
Listen.
Listening is the half the sales tactics,
Yeah.
right? That's what I do in my podcast. Let's listen.
Yeah.
Right. The toughest negotiation you have faced in logistics.
It was customer processes that patience was key for me because yeah,
Listening,
was key.
patience. Okay. A book, podcast, or a mentor that has shaped your leadership journey.
Daniel Goldman.
Daniel Goldman, the book.
Yeah, the work like
No.
Daniel. He usually he wrote about emotional intelligence,
Yes.
but also what makes a leader and how a leader can also deliver results. So I like he's one because I used a lot empathy and also being a human. These things all it came from Daniel. So I was obsessed at one time. Just he like watching his podcast as well, reading his article in Harvard.
Very good advice. Emotional intelligence is the thing, folks, these
Yeah.
days. So, second last one, because I have bonus unplanned. They tell her, see what she does with this. So, one piece of advice to future supply chain leaders.
To leave a mark.
Legacy.
To leave a mark in them, not only in the industry and in the place, also in the people that they dealt with them. I love to see people, they love to work with me again. To be honest, like whenever I'm leaving and I hear someone telling me, take me with you, this is for me.
The biggest joy.
Yeah, biggest joy. Not because I feel like I'm important, no, because I felt like I was really a human and I dealt with them with fair. Like, because this is what I was expecting as well from all leaders around, like all leaders I dealt with in my life.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
If you have to pick a movie which represents supply chain, what that would be?
No.
Animation, movie, whatever. Think about it.
Supply chain.
Yeah, which represents supply chain.
Vanilla Sky.
Why is that?
Because all the time you feel you're in a matrix. You don't know when is the end.
Where is your space? Yeah. The same to the ground audio. That's a brilliant answer.
So you will not come to know this is reality or I'm dreaming. What's happening? Is it true or not?
That's a good. So there was an episode where one lady said supply chain is like a Cinderella, right? So when you people don't. So Vanilla Sky, that's another great analogy. You have been.
Yeah, you feel like you don't understand what's going on, or like what happened. Like everything was planned correctly.
That's okay. Yeah. Okay, great.
And that,
Thank you for coming to it. You've been great.
Yeah.
I think you've been great sport. Thank you for sharing, I think, some really key messages about emotional intelligence, empathy, understanding, really good views on the women leadership. And I'm glad you are fair on both sides.
Yeah.
Right. So that's I don't see it. Generally, there's a biasness. So again, shows your balanced views.
Yeah.
I hope you like the video. I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you for watching.
thank you.